All right, so the final kind of addition to analyzing functions is analyzing something called positive and negative intervals. So before we get to that, let's review. If I was looking at this graph and I wanted to know the domain is going to be negative infinity to infinity because it's going forever to the left and forever to the right. And the range is also going to be negative infinity to infinity, right? Because it's going up and it's going down forever. So first, let's look when it's increasing. Well, it looks like it's increasing from here to here. And I'm going to like make these points just look better. I'm going to pretend that this point is negative 0.5, 0.5, and I'm going to pretend this point is 1, negative 2. It's not exactly, but just for the sake of making this look a little bit easier. So when is it increasing? Well, it's increasing from negative infinity boop, 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 until I hit negative 0.5. Remember, we're only talking about the x values here. And then again from positive 1 until infinity. And Math Excel sometimes asks you to put a comma here instead of a u, and that's totally fine. And then decreasing, right? Let me do this part. This is where it's going to be decreasing. So I'm going to say it's going to be decreasing from negative 0.5 until 1. And usually what Math Excel will say is we're talking about the open interval, which just means use parentheses. So now here's the next question. This is saying when is y positive? Is the secret is what this is saying. When is y negative? And I'm going to show you a little how I like to think about it. Okay, so positive and negative. Imagine that this is sea level, right? If it's under the x-axis, it's sea level. If it's above the x-axis, it's kind of the sky, right? So this is where our y values are positive, and this is where our y values are negative. So that's just what I want you thinking. So when it's saying when are our y values positive, let me go ahead and erase this. When are our y values positive? Well, they're positive right here, and they're positive right here, okay? So we're just going to say what x values those are at. So from negative 1 until 0, and then again from 2 until infinity. Okay, but if I had said or equal to 0, I could have included these guys, right? But I didn't. I said when is it greater, so I didn't include it. That's why I used brackets there. When is f of x less than 0? So that's saying, hey, this part and this part. So the way I'm going to write that is I'm going to say, oh, from negative infinity until negative 1, it's less than 0. And then again, from 0 until 2, it's negative. Okay? So that's positive and negative, essentially. So what is f of 1? I'm going to come over here to 1, boop, 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 and that should be negative 2. Final question. Estimate the value of x, or values, when f of x is negative 1. Here's what I like to do, is I say, okay, well, if y is negative 1, right, that's going to be right here. When are all the places where y, oops, that was actually x's. Just kidding, erase. When is y negative 1? So that's going to be right here. So there are 3 places, and I'm just going to estimate where those are. So that looks like about 1.2, negative 1.2. That looks like about 0.5, and about maybe 1.7-ish. So those are just my guesses. And again, we're talking about what x values would make my y negative 1. And that's it for positive and negative intervals, and just some more about analyzing graphs.